Okay, that's a wise decision.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about the snow, so.
I was wondering if it was a political decision also.
Well, that too.
Yeah,
It's just getting stranger and stranger, you know?
I get off of the boat December the 7th,
Mm-hmm.
and on January the 5th, I go to uh, Costa Rica for 4 months,
Nice.
maybe longer.
Yeah. We looked at Costa Rica when we were looking for a place to retire, but it just didn't do it for me for some reason.
I live up in the mountains,
Mm-hmm.
and I go out on my front porch. I have a volcano 30 miles away that I can see.
Is it
Um,
Arenal? Are you close to Arenal?
Yeah, I want you guys to know
yes,
I've hit the go button.
Oh, okay.
We are we are a go. This is the San Carlos Computer Club. I am Scott Stimson from International Computer Solutions. This is
We can't see you.
you can't see me.
Mm-mm.
Wonder why not?
I don't know.
That's really odd. I can see.
I can't see Terry either. Well, we see Terry.
Yes, I'm here.
I don't know what to
Kind
Yeah.
of
tell
see
you.
Terry, but
Hi, Pop.
Hi.
I'm not doing anything different than I would do any other day. I'm not sure why you can't see me. That's really strange. Maybe does it is there any message about not being able to see me?
Oh, now we can see you.
Oh, you can see me? I didn't do anything. Fred did change his orientation, which one of the things that this Google Meet's been doing is uh, changing the layout, the way these faces appear in the Meet, and they're doing it periodically without any kind of warning. And I wouldn't be surprised if something new has changed, like just Fred changed his orientation, changes the size of video that he can send, and then Google's like selecting, do we do it this way or that way, and how does it affect the? I'm not
Yeah,
sure what to say.
I'm having problems on my iPad because Google says that I need to update my Google Meet, but it won't let me update my Google Meet.
Is
So,
is your iPad
huh.
of an age that it's behind?
no, it's up to date.
I did a recent update on my iPad that really, it's an 8.7.1, I think, and it changed a whole lot of the way things look.
This
Not
is
this per se,
uh,
but my iMessage all looks different and a bunch of other things look different.
this is the 18.7.1 update, not the
Yes, and
26
I'm
update, but
no, it's the 18.7.1, and I am not doing it on my phone yet because I'm not really pleased with the way it is on my iPad.
I haven't done the 17 point or the 18.7.1 up. Not sure what
I
to
would
expect from
wait.
it. I
I would
figured I
wait.
wouldn't break my rule. I'd wait for at least another iteration.
Yes.
That first
Even
iteration
though they
came
say
out very
it's
quick.
it's and they say it's security related, but what it's changed is mostly the way things look and operate. Like you have these three little buttons, a red, a green, and a yellow, and you can push that and it'll close windows if you're on a website.
Oh, that's right. The big change is
Yeah.
multitasking. And this is the
And
baby
I
multitasking, and the 26 is supposed to be really big multi.
yeah, and I'm not thrilled with dot one, so I would wait.
Okay. Good to know. Fred, are you on 18.7.1? I think you
No,
s-
I'm on 26.0.1.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
wow.
Wow, now you might be suffering. Have you done any Google searches on that yet? I wonder if you're suffering from that classic problem of being too new. You've updated yourself out of existence
That could be. I wouldn't doubt it.
because it sounds like you need to upgrade Google Meet, but it won't let you upgrade.
That's correct.
6. I'm just doing a quick Google search to see if anyone else is saying the same thing. And Meet app will not run. Well, here's somebody under Google support 4 days ago getting a suggestion to do a hard reboot on your phone.
I did.
Will not
I did a
open.
hard reboot on my iPad.
I've done a restart on my phone, deleted and reinstalled the app. Still doesn't work. Neat Team has rolled out a fix for this. They want the user to update to the latest version. That doesn't help if you update. Opens no problem. A forced restart. Quickly press and release the volume up, and then press and release the volume down, and then press and hold the side button until the logo disappears. A forced restart is what this guy is calling it on an. But you know what? Go a little farther, and that doesn't help. No definitive fix 5 days ago. I think you were in a holding pattern. Oh, what's this?
Well,
Want users to update to the latest version, but why can't you update? Cannot. It sounds like the update is the solution, but if you can't update it, you've tried removing it completely from your phone, right?
no, this is all on my iPad.
Or on your
no,
iPad?
I haven't tried taking it out yet.
Okay, yeah, do that. Remove it
I just found it this morning when I was trying to get a hold of you.
Yeah, I would remove it in its entirety and just save steps. I'd reboot the device so that it starts up without anything like that, and then go ahead and try reinstalling it.
Okay.
It could be whatever the problem is that they had to rectify because of 26 isn't allowing it.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's 18. Well, you're on 26. Judy and I were talking about 18.7.1. Fred's Google Meet update. And so I have sent out this document. People should have this. I drop this in our chat real quick. Or convenient. And I should rename this because this is a canceled in-person. None of you folks are in town with me, but the canceled in-person meeting is because Tequilas doesn't have internet right. I tried to get a hold of Jonathan this morning through WhatsApp, but he hadn't gotten back to me. And I had waited to the last minute anyway, so I just ran over there this morning to find out they were in no position for us to hold him.
And also back on your notes, I updated to 18.7.1 on my iPad. I have not done my phone.
Okay. Oh. And so, yeah, Jonathan said we will talk about next week. but he's not sure what that status is going to be either. They're very happy to have us back, but it's a bad situation at the moment. For us, that is. They're doing business. But for us to use their facilities, we need internet. Okay, so this document has come along with me, and I have brought a couple of things I thought were interesting. Fred, I'm going to mute you because there's a lot of background noise coming through the microphone. And what? Oh well, and of course we've talked about a couple of your things. Is there anything else out there that press? You got
Why?
anything?
Yes. Why, when Fred changes his orientation, does it change everybody's?
That's a great question. I wonder if that's an AI question.
It could be.
Right?
Anyway, I don't have anything, and I'm signing off because I'm on a timeline. So
Okay.
anyway,
Well, Judy, we'll look forward to
maybe
seeing you
next
next week, and maybe from Tequilas.
Okay, bye.
Bye there.
Okay. Got one other comment.
Sure, Fred.
Okay. It used to be I could sit there and take one of the pictures and poke it, and it would come up to the large thing, and the other ones would be little ones off to the side. It doesn't seem to do that anymore.
You're describing behavior in the iPhoto or the Apple Photos app.
No, I'm in the Meet app.
Oh, in the Meet app. In the Meet app, you used to be able to do what? Say that again?
I can sit there and, like, right now, there's a block with you, me, and Terry in it.
Yeah, that sounds like my
Plus-
presentation.
Plus the logo.
Yeah.
There's also a block with Terry and me in it.
Okay. So
And it used to be I could sit there and poke your block.
you should be able to hover and find this pen, my block.
And it just didn't. It started doing it again. Except now I can't mute my mic. It does. Oh, there it is. God, they moved everything. I can't find squat.
And sometimes it feels like frivolous changes being made just to see what would happen.
Okay. Is it my mic on or not?
I can hear you.
Okay, now I focus, and it says it's off. Is my mic on?
Yes, it's on. Let me see if I can mute it. Okay, I just muted it. You're muted. Does it look muted? You're going to have to unmute to tell us. Oh, I can't unmute Fred because it's your microphone. I can only mute you because it's my presentation. So if you can't turn it back on, we don't get to hear you anymore. Sorry, Fred. Really, God. Oh, there we go.
If I expand it, the microphone image goes away, so I can't unmic it, unexpand it, whatever.
Okay.
And there's no way for me to mute it. The only person who can mute it is you.
That's interesting. Boy, what? So even if you change the size window, are you? Wait, first of all, are you on your iPad?
I'm on my iPhone.
You're on your iPhone.
I couldn't update meeting.
That's right. So you're on your iPhone right now.
Yes.
What if you change your orientation? Flip to your phone. Do the controls come back?
Let's see. Yep, controls come back.
So you know what they say at Microsoft? That's a feature, not a bug.
Yeah, I know. I I kind of like the other feature. I
I'm going
guess
to
I'm
type
gonna have to.
Google Meet changes and challenges.
Okay, I can make you smaller again, mute it, and then make it larger again.
Making
I
me.
think. Hang.
Oh, you're breaking up. You're muted again.
Okay, I'm back. I had to make it smaller again in order to do that. Looks like you and I are the only ones on here.
My dad's
That's
here
what.
too, Jerry.
Oh, I see him. He's
Dad,
not
did you
off on the
bring
side.
anything that you were working on?
No, but thanks for asking.
Well, I brought a couple of news articles here that I thought you guys might find interesting. I think I am going to take this in a very casual order instead of the order it's in, and I am going to bring up something I found very interesting because wearables have become such a big deal. You have probably heard of this Galaxy Ring. This is made by Samsung, and the idea is that it's a fitness monitor or health monitor, just like the Apple Watch, but it's in a ring format. And this is a story about a YouTuber that whose the battery swelled on this ring, and he got it stuck on his finger. The there are some where the pictures were pictures when I picked up that showed swelling up on X. That's where he broadcast. But you could see the bulge around the inside of the ring that battery had swelled today, and it really made you rethink. It made me rethink this idea that a ring would be. So it's actually come apart and swelled up around his finger.
Does it include the name of the ring?
It's the Samsung Galaxy Ring. They brand a lot of stuff at Samsung Galaxy Ring. So
Because your mother's had one of the Aura rings now for a couple of years.
yeah, it's a problem I had never even considered until this came up as an article. But you just from our previous phone experiences with batteries, this is something that probably you need to be concerned about.
Yeah, good to know.
Yeah, it seems like you'd a ring that would not do this would be one that has a battery that well without the diameter of the ring. Oh yeah, here's the pictures I was looking for. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Not to mention that stuff gets hot too. So like you could be
Yeah.
melting your finger.
Well, your mother isn't here right now, but I'm gonna have to discuss it with her.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting thing. It's so far it's unusual. Samsung is also, if you guys remember, it was the company that built the phone with the failing battery, the battery that would burst into.
Oh yeah.
So it could be they're just innovating too quickly, trying to make it too thin. Because it seems like it's a real simple solution. You make a fatter ring, or you make a ring with less battery.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, that's kind of like a PSA for wearable technology.
Yes. Good to know. Thank you.
um, I also brought an article here about an open source printer that I thought some of us might find interesting. Fred, you might find this interesting. The whole concept of this open source printer is that it's MR free ink. Right now, our biggest issues not very difficult. It's gotten as bad as there are model printers sold in the United States that can't use Mexican, vice versa. Even though they're this ink, they don't meet the same region code. I don't know if you remember, but back in the day, region code is what would stop you from European or Japanese. Region code, nothing more. And that has happened recently with jet printers, making it difficult to do anything but buy expensive print. I hate printers. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm not a printer fan at all. And ink prices and availability and reliability of printers are the main reasons I hate printers. I think anything you're doing in life, you should try and figure out a way to do it without a printer, and still, there are things that still need to be. This kind of thing might be the solution. This is a printer that works off of a rolled stack of paper, kind of like a roll of paper towels, but a roll of paper that can size itself and flip at whatever size it's supposed to be. Everything, the software, the hardware, the style ink cartridges that are used, everything is open source. The ink formula is open source. And so right now, as you can imagine, this is kind of like a hobbyist's project, but it wouldn't be hard to imagine somebody mass producing this style of printer just to get it out there in the world. They could be providing a marketplace of replacement parts so that you'd be servicing these style printers. Something that's nearly impossible to do now just because of the economics of parts, supply chain, how they build. I imagine something like this will be viewed more seriously as we go forward because of the requirements we're putting on manufacturers to build sustainability into their products. A design like this might be a very popular way to remain, because it would be easy to satisfy the criteria of those kinds of regulations. I like how this looks, though. I like the idea of a roll of paper, a printer that can size based on whatever project you're doing, and you can see the components here that it's made up of. These are, if that's all it takes to put together an inkjet printer, then that's not hard to provide when something breaks on it. So from what I read, the ink cartridges are based on an HP cartridge that's very common, but there's nothing proprietary about it or the drivers that are running it. All of it's open source project. Anyway, neat innovation. Well, with just the three of us, I'm going to run out of topics really quick. We need somebody like Judy to chime in and make smart-ass remarks. What else did I bring? There are two other things here. One, somebody brought up last week, and I didn't really have any information. This is basically what they discovered in New York. That was this SIM network they had discovered and could be used for denial of service attacks in the local cell area, very specific. While they discovered this just encampment of equipment. Here in the article it says 100,000 SIM cards have been, and here it's got some fairly impressive photos. This one's not quite the equipment, impressive equipment photos. This is the one lining the walls. Look at all those SIM cards being used all at once under one controlled network intended for malicious behavior. They're still trying to determine what the end goal of this was. This was discovered right as the UN stuff was going on. And so if it was related to trying to do something or compromise something there, that has not been discovered yet. But I thought you would be impressed by the sheer magnitude of this equipment. That's amazing. If you think of like each antenna there represents a device, so a radio device behaving on a network. So at the very least, I can see nihilist service attacks be possible by jamming up the local wireless network rogue signal. But who knows, maybe there's some amount of more nefarious that can be done with a localized, basically bought army of equipment, localized cell area. I came across this. Oh, and there's a video here from Secret Service talking about kinds of attacks and stuff. But I came across this 2 weeks ago, and so I wanted to find some follow-up on it. And the one thing that I did come across, there has been no follow-up in the last 2 weeks. But I did find, and I don't think I stuck it in, that they just discovered another one of these kind of encampments in Jersey just the following week. So last week they discovered 200,000 SIMs being in a similar style setup in Jersey. It's not clear to investigators what all this is in. I guess we're going to just keep watching it. They haven't even outlined any kind of threat that we should be concerned about. Really have not been clear what they think any of this. The New Jersey one, the most recent thing, didn't seem to speculate on why there. The UN stuff really made some sense because of meetings that were going on. But the New Jersey stuff, they didn't have a speculate on why they found it. Well, and then the only other thing I brought with us today was an article that, to be honest with you, I haven't finished reading. But the idea is that there are systems being put in place now where your passwords can be handed over to loved ones. And this is essentially an article talking about how to let your next of parent your credentials. And so, like I said, I put it in here, and I realized right now that I have not had a chance to finish reading this article. And so I think I will do that, and I will bring this next week. But other than that, I don't have a lot else to go over. And that makes this a very short meeting. If you guys don't have any topics to the table, and it's just the three of us, maybe we get out of here early. Are you guys still awake?
Yes. I've been trying to think through the SIM card thing you showed us.
Yeah.
I was listening to something on the radio the other day, and they were telling about how I'm trying to describe an outfit that was set up just like these. Let's say, for example, I'm thinking of, say, Bank of America that has all their credit cards, all all their people working on those things. I'm trying to think of the term they use when they have people just all over, big, large rooms with people on the phone and so forth.
Oh, the
Um,
telemarketers, or
yeah,
telesupport.
telemarketers. And they started describing how they were finding places where they were set up just like telemarketers. And these were people that were running scams and doing it in this mass fashion. And, so they had lots of people. And then they would bring people in, get them started working. And they were talking primarily about Southeast Asia at this in this particular situation, but they would capture people and force them to come in and work for them in these large telemarketing type centers. And for some reason, that kind of came to my mind when you were showing us those SIM cards. I wondered if that was possibly something like that that's going on.
Well, probably the relationship your magnitude, what's going on. I'm very familiar with what you're talking about. And it's a whole level of human trafficking. Well, because like you said, they'll capture them in some way. There'll be some reason they're chained desk doing that job. And it's a nefarious way. It's got somebody or they've got something on them, but they've been forced to do that work. Sorry about that. Actually,
there you are. Okay.
I lost internet locally for a half a second. Not quite sure what that was. Right here in my office. That are doing it unwillingly. Captured in some way to do that work.
You're in your office, Scott?
I am. I was supposed to be in Tequilas, but they don't have any internet.
It sounds like